Welcome back. Well, the human body is a fascinating subject to study, and now OMSI is putting it on full display with its newest exhibit.
Our Cor Harlan is live at OMSI this morning to tell us more about Body Worlds, the cycle of life. And Cor, I actually went to that the last time it was here, and it seems a little creepy, but when you get up there and actually see those bodies, it's fascinating. There's a lot of knowledge you can get.
Well, you learn a lot about your own body, even some of the life choices you make, whether to exercise, whether not to exercise, whether to smoke or whether not to smoke. And you do that really, and this is a small example here of a much larger exhibit here, but you get to see these are actual human bodies. They were at one point. These are people that have, in death, have decided to donate their bodies to whatever purpose here and have them on display, and hopefully in that process to teach people who come to the exhibit a little bit about the human body. Jennifer Powers is one of the instructors here at OMSI with us this morning. There's something about this exhibit, and I understand it's a different exhibit than it was 8 years ago, just in terms of who the bodies that are here. But there's something about just looking at this. I could stare at this all day. Why is that?
I think one of the main messages of this exhibit is to really feel inspired and curious about your own body. And it's a really personally reflective experience to see really what our anatomy looks like. And with this specific exhibit, really think about your health and what that means for your body.
Yeah, it's just crazy. You see there's a knee replacement in there. They go into all of that. Now, apparently part of the process of what's called plastination. Plastination is what they do to the bodies. They essentially plasticize them a little bit there so they can endure and go on in life and teach us all a little bit about physiology. But part of the process does take a lot of the fat off the body, so you get to see the lean muscle mass there, and it is really something else. There's a couple floors of this exhibit. We're going to be moving around here this morning, and there's a lot more of this to see, a lot more for people to learn about their own bodies and what goes into them. And they've got just about, Jenny and Ken, every body part in this exhibit that you can imagine.
Yeah, it's just an incredible thing to see that up close, and just to think about the fact that those used to be people.
It's creepy.
Who donated their body to science and
well, they still are people.
Yeah. Well, okay.
They still are, but there's just a lot of plastic on them, I guess. Well, they're yips in one form or another. We don't have to get into it now.
Yeah, we don't want to get into the weeds here. I think people get it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Cor.
Cor getting all deep on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what Cor does.
Yeah. Is it?
He gets deep.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. We're kidding.
Yeah. Okay. It's 5:16. Want to take a look at weather and traffic right now. We've got that warm moon out there. It's kind of lighting up the sky.
Yeah, it is, and we're seeing pretty clear conditions right now. So if you do have